Hi there, my name is Jess. I am a digital media student at UCF where I study game design. My career goal is to be a games producer, so today I wanted to show you guys a couple of my portfolio pieces that I've worked on in college so far. The first one I wanted to talk about is a game I made for my production class called Prize Fighter. It's a 3D platformer where you play as a toy dog who lives in an arcade, who fell in love with a stuffed animal who lives in a claw machine, and basically he has to go through various arcade machines in order to win her back. This game was really important to me because it taught me a lot about the production pipeline. This was the first time I got to really work with people in other departments and see how all of these pieces come together. It was really, really rewarding. I was the producer for this project, so I handled like task planning. This is a spreadsheet that I had made for our backlog. Each department has their own spreadsheet, and then we used a project management software called ClickUp to put these tasks in, and this was really useful because it allowed the team to interact with the tasks and update them as they continued on. You are able to set like priority levels and time estimates. This project was really, really important to me because it really introduced me to a lot of the tools that I use daily now as a producer in future games that I've worked on. This is our final presentation that I made for this project. I also did like a few UI elements for this project as well. It really just highlights a couple of our features like combat and platforming. We had a shop system and a sticker collection system. But overall, this was really, really fundamental in my learning at UCF, and I think it's a really strong piece in my portfolio. The second project I wanted to talk about was Critter Resort. I made this game for my casual game production class, which focuses on like mobile games. I made 3 trailers and a lot of the promotional material for this project. I worked as a level designer. I basically laid out all of the rooms. It's basically like a hotel simulator. We can take care of cute little animals. It was really simple, but I do think that this project taught me a lot about the casual game development world, and it also got me used to thinking in sprints. So we also used ClickUp for this project, and this is where I learned about like sprint cycles. We would end every sprint with a retrospective PowerPoint that highlighted our goals for next sprint, things that we completed, things that were missed this sprint. And I really think that that drove us and kept us on the right path. For the last project I'm going to talk about is my workshop project. This is a game called Realm Runner. Unlike the past 2 projects, this one we were given 2 semesters to work on. It's still currently being developed, but I am the producer for this project. I use a lot of the same tools that I used on the other projects, like Excel and ClickUp, but it's definitely a more in-depth workload for my position. Here's some gameplay of Realm Runner. It's similar to Sonic. It's like a fast-paced speedrunning game where you do a bunch of different levels. It has developed a lot since this video, but I still think it's a good example of the main gameplay. But you have a lot of different abilities in Realm Runner, and it's a way longer and more professional project than my others. We're working on a team of 15 for this project. On my other projects, it was more like 7 to 8 people. So this is a very huge level up in terms of quality and time. I'm really, really proud of how it's going so far, and I think that my other projects have definitely prepared me well for this. So a couple of the things that I do for Realm Runner, like the other projects, I have a backlog for each department. This is our spring backlog. Our fall one was a separate document. I'm also focusing on time management, so we use a tool called Clockify to track our hours for this project. I made this spreadsheet to keep everyone on track and make sure everybody's meeting their quota of 15 hours. Each task has a time estimate and the actual time it took to complete it. I'm also learning how to take this data and make charts and graphs that represent our production and how well we're doing and if we're on track. We are also using ClickUp for this project. It's way more task heavy, so we're going to have to start clearing out some of these completed tasks, but it's going pretty well so far. I'm learning a lot, and it's definitely a step up from my last project. I'm also overseeing a lot of the documentation that's being made. Here is our spring backlog that I made for a sprint review. I think that working in sprints and Critter Resort has definitely prepared me for working in sprints here. We use a PowerPoint at the end of every sprint to talk about what we completed and what we're working on next. But yeah, getting to manage a team of 15 people has really like leveled up my skills as a producer. I do think that I'm learning the most I have learned so far in this program on this project, and I'm really, really proud of how it's going. And I think that it's definitely preparing me to hopefully get into the industry post-graduation. But yeah, that is what I'm working on right now. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching my portfolio presentation. Thank you so much.